For the past few days, we've been reporting how some homeowners on Chautauqua Lake are feeling left in the weeds on Burtis Bay, despite that area recently being designated as a wetland.
Today, our Hope Winter is learning more about what's creating the divide between organizations on the lake who say they all want the best for the lake.
There are many organizations around Chautauqua Lake that want to see the lake thrive. However, the topic of whether or not to use herbicides is causing a divide.
Herbicides are just, they kill plants, and the herbicides that we use today compared to the herbicides that we used even, 10 years ago are very selective and very environmentally friendly.
We're not opposed to it, but we think it needs to be more judiciously used and not just be, well, let's use it to get ahead here.
It's very frustrating that we have a lot of opposition from the very group who for years and years, as I've said before, were the only ones putting any chemicals in the lake. And many of those people are saying, no, it's poison. And these new chemicals are so much safer.
The Chautauqua Lake Association switched from using herbicides to harvesting nuisance aquatic plants years ago. Douglas Conroe claims the lake is at a delicate balance between algae and plants right now.
And Chautauqua Lake is right now considered to be at a tipping point. It can be a plant-controlled lake, or it can be an algal-controlled lake. Plants can be a nuisance. Algae, when it gets too abundant, is a harmful, toxic substance.
I think we're hopeful that we can start doing some actual actions to prevent exactly that from happening. We don't want that tipping point to go towards algae and for this lake to be unrecoverable.
Jackie Demore with the Chautauqua Lake Partnership says there's been a ton of studies and not a lot of action done. The county executive says that organizations around the lake voted to bring in GEI consultants to look at data and find an approach on how to maintain the lake.
That's where the real challenge is going to be ahead of us. Once we get this information, will people abide by it? There's nothing stating they have to. That's the problem.
Reporting in Chautauqua County, Hope Winter, News 4.